2027 is shaping up to be an absolutely massive year for robotics, potentially one of the most transformative in history. We're on the cusp of seeing humanoid robots walking among us, effortlessly handling everyday tasks, assisting humans in ways we once only dreamed about, and genuinely improving quality of life for people everywhere. These incredibly smart machines are rapidly advancing, with leaders like Tesla, Figure, and others already deploying them in factories for complex work, rolling out pilots in homes, and gearing up for hospitality and service roles. Today, we're diving deep into the most exciting visions and timelines straight from the top innovators in the field. So stick around as we explore what 2027 could really bring to our world.
Tesla is obviously about sustainable technology, and also at this point we've sort of added to our mission sustainable abundance. So with robotics and AI, people often talk about solving global poverty, or essentially how do we give everyone a very high standard of living. I think the only way to do this is AI and robotics.
We're finalizing the design of Optimus version 3, and that really is going to be a very remarkable robot. It will have essentially the manual dexterity of a human, so meaning a very complex hand, an AI mind that can navigate and comprehend reality, and it will be made in very high volume.
Humanoid robots will be the biggest industry, or the biggest product ever. People often talk about sort of eliminating poverty and that kind of thing, but really, how long have they been talking about that? But AI and humanoid robots will actually eliminate poverty. We're going to take the Model S and X production space in our Fremont factory and convert that into an Optimus factory, which will, with the long-term goal of having 1 million units a year of Optimus robots in the current SX space in Fremont.
First up, the undisputed king of bold moves, Tesla. Elon Musk isn't just making electric cars. He's building an army of bots. Their humanoid robot, Optimus, has been in the works since 2021, but 2025 is when it hits the fast lane. Tesla kicked off pilot production at their Fremont factory earlier this year, cranking out initial units for internal use in their plants. Think sorting parts, moving materials, and handling those boring, repetitive jobs that no one signs up for. By late 2026, they're aiming for 1 million units a year, with a massive new line at Giga Texas coming online in 2027 for up to 10 million annually. Musk dropped a bombshell at their shareholder meeting. Each Optimus will cost around $20,000 to produce once scaled, cheaper than a used Model 3. And get this, they're already testing V3 prototypes, which Musk calls sublime, and so real you'll need to poke it. Optimus isn't just for Tesla factories. External sales could start in 2026. With Tesla's AI from self-driving cars powering it, this bot could deadlift a piano or help in your garage. Tesla's betting big shareholders even tied Musk's next mega payday to deploying 1 million of these by 2030. If they pull it off, humanoid labor could be as common as cup holders in cars.
For the industry and for Apptronik, I think 2026 is going to be the most important year for humanoids. This is where the rubber meets the road. This is where a lot of the promises that we've had in 24 and 25, we have to deliver on those in 2026. And I think the progress in 26 is what's going to shape how the world views humanoids in 2027 and beyond.
Over at Mercedes-Benz, luxury meets logistics in a big way. The three-pointed star has been testing humanoids since the 70s with industrial arms, but now they're going full bipedal. In March 2024, they partnered with Apptronik for the ApolloBot, a 5'8", 160-pound powerhouse that lifts 55 pounds and looks like it wandered off a sci-fi set. Mercedes invested tens of millions and deployed Apollo at their Berlin Marienfelde digital factory campus, starting with intralogistics, shuttling parts to assembly lines, and running initial quality checks. Workers trained it via teleoperation and AR, teaching it to mimic human moves for autonomy. By mid-2025, Apollo's handling tote deliveries too, all while integrating with Mercedes's MO360 software ecosystem, boosted by AI chatbots. Production chief Jörg Berzer says it's about filling labor gaps in low-skill, repetitive work, letting skilled teams focus on premium builds like the CLA EV. They're eyeing $9,000 to $100,000 per bot, with widespread rollout by 2030. Aptronic's tie-up with Google DeepMind for AI brains means Apollo could get smarter at reasoning and planning. Mercedes is testing at Berlin and Hungary plants, with global expansion next. Imagine a fleet of these greeting you at the factory door.
And we are far away thinking about humanoids, cleaning house, pouring coffee, doing the cleaning at home, emptying the dishwasher. I mean, that's not what we need. We do need the tools that can help people, Could a humanoid handle a simple triage in an emergency room? And of course, the answer was yes.
Oversonic Robotics, an Italian company specializing in cognitive AI-powered humanoid robots, has developed Ro-B, a versatile bipedal robot designed to perform strenuous, repetitive, or hazardous tasks in industrial and healthcare settings. In late 2025, the firm signed a significant supply agreement with ST Microelectronics to deploy Ro-B units in semiconductor manufacturing facilities, marking one of the first real-world integrations of humanoid robots into European chip production lines, while also showcasing applications in healthcare at events like CES 2026.
At CES, it seems like we finally have the walking machines among us. So CES was just filled with different kinds of humanoids and robots generally. And you could feel the energy that now people are starting to believe that we're soon going to be seeing an explosion of AI and robotics around us.
The Foundation MK1, also called the Phantom MK1, is a humanoid robot from San Francisco-based Foundation Robotics Labs, founded in 2023 by former Synapse CEO Sanket Puduk. Designed for industrial, logistics, manufacturing, and military use, it stands 1.75 meters tall, weighs 80 kilograms, and carries up to 20 kilograms. It uses custom rolling contact gearboxes for efficiency and a hybrid AI system that combines state-based models with imitation learning. Unlike most U.S. humanoid developers, Foundation supports defense applications.
I think that robots will be ubiquitous, and they will be out amongst us, and they'll be certainly doing, some of the hard labor that we do today. I don't think people don't want to work. People want to work. People need to work to, I think, feel productive. We don't want to offload all of the work to the robots because I'm not sure if people would know what to do with themselves.
The new Boston Dynamics Atlas is IP27 certified. But what does that really mean? Let's take a closer look at its features and capabilities. The production-ready electric Atlas humanoid from Hyundai-owned Boston Dynamics made its historic public debut at CES 2026, rising dramatically from the floor on stage to demonstrate ultra-fluid human-like movements, precise object picking from shelves, heavy payload lifting up to 66 pounds with advanced three-fingered grippers, and industrial-grade agility designed for real factory deployment starting in 2028. The new electric Atlas robot from Boston Dynamics, unveiled at CES 2026, represents a major leap toward commercial humanoid robotics with its fully electric design, 56 degrees of freedom, 2.3-meter reach, and ability to lift up to 50 kilograms instantly, making it ideal for demanding industrial tasks like material handling and parts sequencing. The new Atlas robot features self-swappable batteries that enable continuous operation, providing approximately 4 hours of runtime during typical industrial tasks before the robot autonomously swaps them out in under 3 minutes. Production has begun immediately at Boston Dynamics' Boston headquarters, with the entire 2026 output already fully committed. Fleets are scheduled to ship soon to Hyundai's Robotics Metaplant Application Center and Google DeepMind for initial real-world deployments and AI integration testing using Gemini Robotics Foundation models. Owning Boston Dynamics since 2021's $880 million buyout gives them an unfair advantage in the robot race. Their star? Atlas, the electric humanoid that's been flipping and parkouring since 2013, now redesigned for real jobs. Hyundai's deploying tens of thousands across factories, starting with their new Metaplant America in Georgia. Spot, the dog bot, is already inspecting welds there, but Atlas rolls in later this year for manipulation tasks like part sequencing. Vice Chair Jae-hoon Chong says, "Physical AI and humanoids will transform our business, aiming for robotics leadership by 2035, when the market hits $38 billion. Boston Dynamics CEO Robert Plater calls Hyundai their biggest customer ever. Atlas's new electric actuators mean better dexterity for heavy, irregular lifts. Think grabbing tools or navigating uneven floors. With Hyundai's $21 billion U.S. investment, including $6 billion for automation, Atlas could be reinstalling car doors or assisting in EV assembly. They're pairing it with exoskeletons and unmanned vehicles for a full mobility ecosystem. Hyundai's not just testing, they're building the supply chain from components to smart logistics.
You're basically building like synthetic humans that are going out and just doing human-like work. I think it's probably pretty obvious to the world. Figure has perhaps shown the best world progress in both AI and humanoid robotics globally. And we're fueled to kind of hopefully continue that lead into market here.
Figure AI has taken a major leap in robotics with the launch of BotQ, its cutting-edge factory designed to produce up to 12,000 humanoid robots per year. Based in San Jose, California, this facility aims to revolutionize the industry by internalizing the entire manufacturing process, from components to final assembly, ensuring higher quality and efficiency. To support high-volume production, Figure AI invested heavily in automation software like MES, ERP, and PLM, and introduced advanced industrial processes such as injection molding, die casting, and metal stamping. This shift drastically cuts production time from over a week per part to under 20 seconds. The company's next-gen robot, Figure 03, is designed specifically for scalable manufacturing, improving upon the prototype Figure 02 with fewer parts and simplified assembly. A standout innovation is the use of humanoid robots to build other robots, creating a self-replicating production loop. These humanoids will handle materials, test batteries, and perform repetitive tasks, eliminating the need for rigid conveyor systems. To overcome the lack of a standard supply chain in humanoid robotics, Figure developed nearly all components in-house and built strong partnerships with suppliers. The company also formed dedicated safety and reliability teams, conducting rigorous life cycle tests to ensure robust performance. By transitioning from CNC machining to mass production methods, Figure AI is transforming humanoid robotics from a prototype concept to a commercially viable product. Its vision isn't just about building robots, it's about redefining the future of manufacturing with AI-powered, autonomous, and scalable systems. BMW. These guys aren't waiting around. They're already putting humanoids to work. Back in January 2024, BMW inked a deal with startup Figure AI to deploy their Figure 02 bots at the Spartanburg plant in South Carolina, America's biggest auto exporter. Fast forward to now. After 11 months of real-world trials, Figure's fleet just retired, but not before helping produce over 30,000 BMW X3s and loading 90,000 sheet metal parts. These bots were inserting parts into fixtures for chassis assembly, tasks too awkward or tiring for humans, running during live production shifts. BMW's board member, Milan Nedeljkovic, called it a promising step toward industrialization. The partnership's milestone-based, so if performance holds, expect more bots soon. Figure's CEO, Brett Adcock, hyped it as a fleet, doing end-to-end ops, though BMW clarified it's starting small with 1 or 2 units per shift. Either way, this is the first big commercial humanoid deployment in U.S. auto manufacturing. BMW's iFactory vision? Humanoids teaming up with workers to boost efficiency and safety, freeing people for creative tasks. With Figure's $675 million funding round valuing them at $2.6 billion, this collab could scale fast. Watch for Figure 03 upgrades hitting BMW lines next year. Tech Robotics has achieved a significant milestone as the 1000th Walker S2 humanoid robot officially rolled off the production line at its Liuzhou manufacturing plant in Guangxi, China, late in December 2025. The Walker S2, an industrial-grade humanoid standing 176 centimeters tall, with 52 degrees of freedom and dexterous hands, capable of handling up to 15-kilogram payloads, is designed for tasks in automotive manufacturing, logistics, and other demanding environments, featuring advanced capabilities like autonomous battery swapping for extended operation. This production achievement underscores strong market demand, with UBTech securing orders exceeding 800 million yuan in 2025 from major clients including BYD, Geely Auto, FAW Volkswagen, Dongfeng Liuzhou Motor, and Foxconn, paving the way for scaled deployments in real-world industrial settings. UBTech Robotics announced on January 20th, 2026, the deployment of its Walker S2 humanoid robot as the first such worker at Sany RE's facility, marking a milestone in China's pioneering 5G-enabled wind power smart factory. In a newly released video, the Walker S2 demonstrates precise sorting and adaptive manipulation tasks within the advanced manufacturing environment, showcasing fluid movements and real-time integration to enhance efficient, flexible, and intelligent production processes aimed at supporting cleaner energy initiatives. This practical industrial application follows UBTech's mass production and delivery achievements in late 2025, including orders exceeding 800 million yuan and the world's first autonomous battery swapping capability, positioning the Walker S2 as a key player in transforming automated manufacturing sectors. Kepler Robotics K2 brings exploration-grade autonomy to humanoids in 2026. At 5 feet 9 inches and 140 pounds, the K2 uses dual 7-degree of freedom arms and Kepler's proprietary Forerunner AI to navigate unmapped terrain. Think disaster zones or lunar analogs. Its 3D LiDAR and thermal imaging suite enables night operations, while a 4-hour swappable battery supports extended missions. Trained on 50,000 hours of teleoperated data, K2 can climb rubble, open doors, and relay live feeds to first responders. With NASA analog tests in 2025 and commercial pilots starting mid-2026, the K2 is the rugged scout humanity needs for extreme environments. Kepler Robotics' K2 Bumblebee humanoid robot has been deployed on actual production lines, demonstrating autonomous navigation across factory floors, stable execution of tasks such as component loading and unloading, and rapid setup via the Kepler Studio platform. The robot's industrial-grade design supports up to 8 hours of continuous operation after just 1 hour of charging, making it suitable for demanding manufacturing environments. Recent reports confirm Kepler's mass production of the K2 model began in late 2025, with early deployments including automotive plants like SAIC GM, where it handles quality checks, assembly, and material handling, backed by strategic investments from partners such as Zhaofeng.
XPeng will start mass production of the Iron humanoid robot in April 2026. Large-scale sales are planned by the end of 2026. At first, Iron will work in factories doing tasks like assembly, sorting, transport, and inspection. Testing is already happening at XPeng's Guangzhou plant and with partner Baosteel. XPeng is opening the robot's SDK software kit to developers around the world so they can create new uses, such as shop assistants or museum guides. The company wants to sell 1 million Iron robots per year by 2030 and plans to invest up to $13.8 billion over the next 20 years to turn Iron into a helper for both factories and homes. Beijing-based Robotera launched the world's first end-to-end visual language action humanoid system for real-world warehouses on November 21, 2025. Its full-size bipedal robot StarAct L7, equipped with a flexible 3-DoF waist and 12-DoF dexterous hands, autonomously picks, scans, and boxes mixed items, solving the flexible picking bottleneck that slows traditional systems during peak seasons. Powered by Robotera's ERA42 model and direct WMS integration, the solution is already deployed and designed for fast, scalable rollout across logistics operations. Neura Robotics opened the world's first large-scale physical AI training center, Neura Gym, in Metzingen, Germany, on October 14, 2025, with a second location launched in Hangzhou, China, just 2 days later. The 800-square-meter facility allows hundreds of robots, including Neura's 4NE1 humanoid, to collect real-world interaction data through everyday tasks, while the connected Neuraverse cloud combines this physical data with synthetic simulations to train transferable AI skills deployable instantly across all partner robots. Companies can book training space in Neura Gym to develop custom applications with Neura trainers or their own teams, supported by partnerships with NVIDIA and SAP, as the company scales the concept worldwide, following a €120 million funding round.
The Navi-A humanoid robot recently showcased its ability to perform everyday household tasks like cleaning and ironing with impressive precision. In a live demonstration, the robot efficiently carried out cleaning tasks, such as wiping surfaces and sweeping, using its highly dexterous hands and AI-powered vision system. It navigated obstacles and adapted to the environment in real time, highlighting its potential for everyday household chores. The robot also demonstrated ironing skills, adjusting the temperature to suit different fabrics and ensuring flawless execution. Its fine motor control allowed it to handle delicate materials with precision, showing its versatility for both home and professional use. This demonstration highlights the Navi-Eye robot's growing capabilities and marks a significant step toward practical applications in home automation and beyond. The Zhejiang Humanoid Robot Innovation Center continues to refine the platform with plans for further industrial deployment in the coming years.
Two Agibot V3 humanoids from Menta Robotics have demonstrated fully autonomous warehouse logistics. With no teleoperation, the robots locate, pick, and transport boxes from uneven stacks of varying heights, then accurately place them across multiple storage racks. The task showcases stable and dexterous manipulation, precise navigation in cluttered spaces, and reliable real-time decision-making, entirely driven by the robot's onboard AI and vision systems.
Humanoid robots are advancing rapidly into real-world industrial applications, as demonstrated in a recent proof-of-concept collaboration between the UK-based startup Humanoid and Siemens. Their HMND-01 robot successfully completed a 2-week deployment at Siemens's electronics factory in Erlangen, Germany, where it autonomously performed tote-to-conveyor destacking tasks by picking, transporting, and placing totes in a live production environment. This milestone marks an important early step toward broader partnerships, highlighting how humanoid designs can address labor-intensive logistics jobs, reduce physical strain on workers, and offer more flexible automation than traditional fixed robotic systems, with plans to scale to multi-robot operations in manufacturing facilities soon. UBTech, developed by Yuequan Bionics, is billed as the world's smallest wheeled humanoid robot, featuring a compact chassis footprint of just 0.2 square meter. This innovative design incorporates bionic structural elements that mimic human-like joint proportions, allowing it to operate from ground level up to a height of 2.2 meters with a single arm reach of at least 75 centimeters. Equipped with 43 degrees of freedom, 360-degree LiDAR, dual depth cameras, and a top speed of 3 meters per second, UBTech enables precise, complex movements and full spatial perception for intelligent applications across various scenarios. Agility Robotics, the company behind the humanoid robot Digit, announced in a 2023 video the launch of RoboFab, the world's first dedicated factory for manufacturing humanoid robots, located in Salem, Oregon. This 70,000 square foot facility is designed to scale production dramatically, starting with hundreds of Digit units in its initial year and reaching a capacity of over 10,000 robots annually at full operation. The development of RoboFab highlights Agility's focus on mass-producing Digit to address labor shortages in logistics and warehouses, where the robot performs repetitive material handling tasks alongside human workers. Kawasaki's Kaleido redefines industrial versatility in 2026. This 1.75-meter bot switches between bipedal and quadrupedal modes, slashing energy use by 80% with variable wheeled feet. Its Fig Slam navigation achieves centimeter precision in factories, while heat-resistant joints handle welding and grinding. Powered by all-solid-state batteries for 6-hour shifts, Kaleido is in GAC pilots for Trumpchi assembly lines. Small-scale production begins in 2026, with Kawasaki targeting 1,000 units for automotive and heavy industry. Japan's answer to flexible manufacturing. Kawasaki's newly unveiled Kaleido 9 marks a major step forward in the company's long-running humanoid robotics program, debuting at IREX 2025 with a focus on practical, real-world assistance rather than showmanship. Building on nearly a decade of development, the 9th-generation platform integrates upgraded mobility, stronger manipulation, and improved sensing systems to operate reliably in human environments. Designed at human scale, Kaleido 9 is engineered for tasks ranging from industrial labor to disaster response, reflecting Japan's growing need for robots that can safely support aging workforces and hazardous operations. While challenges in power, agility, and real-world deployment remain, Kawasaki's commitment to iterative development and industry partnerships positions Kaleido 9 as a meaningful bridge between advanced research and everyday robotic usefulness. The Matrix 1 humanoid robot, debuted by Matrix Robotics at the World Artificial Intelligence Conference, WAIC 2025, has emerged as one of the most surprising showcases in humanoid mobility and control as of early 2026, demonstrating smooth locomotion, rapid response, and stable autonomous behavior even in crowded, dynamic, real-world environments. This early-generation model highlights a new wave of humanoid advancements from the Shanghai-based company, focusing on safe, efficient navigation and interaction without relying on structured setups, paving the way for broader applications as the firm advances toward more capable iterations, like the recently launched Matrix 3. Matrix 3 is the latest next-generation humanoid robot introduced by Matrix Robotics, a company based in Shanghai. The promotional video showcases the robot's advanced features through impressive CGI animation, highlighting its highly dexterous hands with 27 degrees of freedom, tactile biometric skin, and claimed zero-shot generalization capabilities for versatile tasks. Announced in January 2026, Matrix 3 is positioned as a potential game-changer for applications in household, hospitality, and industrial sectors, though it currently remains in the conceptual and animated demonstration phase with no physical prototype footage available. The Agibot S1, launched by Beijing-based Agibot in January 2026, is an industrial-grade heavy-duty humanoid robot that shatters previous payload limits with a continuous dual-arm capacity of up to 50 kilograms, enabling it to handle demanding, high-load tasks in modern manufacturing environments. Designed for seamless real-world integration, the S1 features embodied AI for autonomous operation without markers, up to 8 hours of runtime per charge, and support for 24/7 productivity through autonomous battery swapping. It has already achieved successful deployment on core production lines at major manufacturers like CATL, marking a key milestone in transitioning embodied intelligence from lab prototypes to practical, heavy-duty industrial applications. Dobot has introduced Atom, a full-size humanoid robot demonstrated performing everyday tasks, such as food preparation with human-like movement and coordination. The robot uses a straight-knee walking system, offers 28 degrees of freedom, and runs on an AI-driven robot operator model to enable autonomous decision-making and precise manipulation. Dobot also highlighted Atom Max, an enhanced variant with 41 degrees of freedom, 6 degree of freedom hands, a 60 frames per second vision system, Intel RealSense D 455 depth sensors, and an onboard 1,500 tera operations per second AI module for real-time edge computing. The company says Atom Max provides 360-degree environmental awareness, includes a 16 gigabyte graphics card, and uses a hot-swappable, high-capacity battery designed to support more than 3 hours of operation, though exact runtime has not been disclosed. MagicLab's MagicBot is the magician of manipulation in 2026. This 5-foot 2-inch bot features 60 degrees of freedom, including 16 degrees of freedom hands with gel-padded fingertips for delicate object handling. Think threading needles or assembling electronics. Its MagicFlow AI processes visual, tactile, and auditory inputs in real time, enabling zero-shot learning of new tasks. Priced at $25,000, MagicBot targets R&D labs and light manufacturing. With 200 units pre-sold to universities, 2026 will see MagicBot become the go-to for precision prototyping. Rounding out the top tier, Chinese giant BYD, the EV kingpin, isn't sleeping on this. Their Walker S Humanoid hit demos in 2025, joining Tesla's Optimus and BMW's Figure 02 in high-profile factory trials. BYD's focusing on commercial reality, tackling steep investments in AI and hardware for manufacturing and logistics. Walker S is built for repetitive auto tasks, with early pilots saving workers from ergonomic strain. Volkswagen's quietly waging a robot war, with Toyota testing bots for assembly. VinMotion, a Vietnamese robotics company under the Vingroup conglomerate, has unveiled its second-generation humanoid robot, the Motion 2, featuring a more refined design, natural gait, and enhanced physical capabilities compared to its predecessor. Demonstrated at CES 2026 and powered by Qualcomm's Dragonwing IQ-10 platform, the robot showcases impressive feats such as lifting up to 40 kilograms loads, maintaining balance under stress, performing dynamic actions like boxing punches and deep backbends, and executing precise manipulation tasks. The VinMotion 2 humanoid robot supports autonomous battery management, including the ability to automatically replace or recharge its battery as needed to enable continuous 24/7 operation without direct human intervention. Positioned for industrial applications, including logistics, manufacturing support, and service roles, the Motion 2 represents Vietnam's advancing push into scalable, real-world humanoid robotics with ambitions for 24/7 autonomous operations through human-in-the-loop AI integration. The Linker Robotics humanoid robot excels at precise assembly tasks by skillfully building a dexterous robotic hand, including placing electronic components, installing fingers, securing fasteners, and connecting cables. It further demonstrates advanced adaptive learning by training the assembled hand through physical interaction and demonstration, allowing the hand to learn object manipulation via repeated real-world guidance rather than traditional programming. In an extended sequence, the humanoid integrates the trained hand into a larger robotic arm assembly, highlighting its potential for self-manufacturing, flexible industrial automation, and progress toward more autonomous and capable robotic systems. Wilkie Robotics is stepping up with 2 unnamed humanoid robots that are total game changers. These bots don't just walk, they climb, wreath, and dodge obstacles like athletes. They've been spotted handling sand, slopes, and even carrying heavy loads, making them perfect for factories, delivery, or even helping out at home. China's going all in on robotics, and Roki's bots are set to compete at the World Humanoid Robot Sports Games this August in Beijing. Picture robots playing soccer or running obstacle courses. With plans for small-scale trials in 2025, we might see these helpers in homes or workplaces by 2027.